Right, deep breath. Firstly, are you okay?
Welcome to WatchMojoUK, and today we're counting down our picks for the biggest British non-Troversies that people were up in arms about anyway.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Take out curry and beer a year ago with fellow Labour campaigners.
Number 10. KFC runs out of chicken.
The chicken shortage, which has forced KFC to close hundreds of its outlets in the UK, is our next story.
The way people talked about this, you'd think the entire country had run out of chicken. In 2018, KFCs up and down the country were forced to close after supply chain issues with the franchise's new delivery company had led to most of its restaurants running out of chicken.
And the contract changed last week. They had months to plan for it, and the chicken is stuck in the warehouse.
The situation quickly got desperate, with people scalping bargain buckets and selling them on eBay at huge markups.
It is a humiliating sight for one of the country's biggest food brands.
But not only do all other fast food outlets sell chicken in some form, you can make fried chicken easily at home, or buy it frozen from a supermarket. So why pay £100 for somebody else's KFC that would be posted to you cold and rotten days later?
Will I get a free rice box then for coming down? Because I've had to go to Burger King.
Number 9. Banning laughing gas.
Canisters and silver bullets are becoming a familiar sight on British streets.
It's no secret that the number of people recreationally using laughing gas, or nitrous oxide, has increased in recent years, and most town and city centres are blighted by those silver canisters.
Do you think one of the reasons for the increase in nitrous oxide use is the accessibility?
Absolutely, because there's no limit in the volume you can get.
But will the government's attempts to ban possession of NOS for recreational use actually work? Well, no, there's no evidence that it will, making the government's focus on cracking down on NOS very disproportionate and potentially harmful.
We're concerned, as clinicians, that this could lead to more harm. It's unlikely to deter people from using nitrous oxide.
Not only can you never actually ban it, because it's important in medicine and catering, but recreational supply of nitrous oxide was already illegal. It's definitely a problem, but experts agree that banning it isn't the way to tackle things.
Is this the right approach from the government?
No, because criminalising it is just going to push it underground.
Number 8. Vegan sausage rolls. This becoming such a big issue in the UK was largely down to Piers theatrically puking a vegan sausage roll on live television one morning.
Here are the Greggs vegan sausage rolls, even though they're not made of sausage.
But there were other people apparently up in arms about Greggs going vegan, despite the fact that the presence of a vegan sausage roll didn't mean Greggs was going to stop selling meat sausage rolls.
Ooh, God.
I like them. They've got nice crisp pastry.
Yeah.
But Piers was absolutely livid, as if he was going to be force-fed vegan sausages, or that even saying vegan food was a personal insult. However, the new rolls sold out in record numbers, so Piers may have misread the room this time.
That's a good look, Piers.
Oh, my God.
I would eat
Why
that.
would anyone eat this?
Because it's really tasty.
Number 7. Prince Harry's crown jewels. Back in 2012, TMZ took it upon itself to shame Prince Harry for taking his clothes off in the privacy of his hotel room in Las Vegas.
The only shame for him is that the time-honoured convention of what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas has been ignored.
It was global news, but when The Sun eventually published the pictures in the UK, the reaction wasn't as strong as the tabloids were expecting. It turned out that most people didn't care that a bloke in his 20s had taken his kit off during a wild trip to Vegas.
It's happened time again for the royal family, and the core question is whether anybody could live up to the sort of standard that is expected 24/7.
Behaviour like that is expected in the city, after all, and there's no law that says the royal family must be fully clothed at all times. Ultimately, Harry has weathered this particular scandal very well.
This is not up there with the great scandals of our time. Let's be clear about that.
Number 6. The ceremonial mace. British Parliament has a lot of strange laws, including one esoteric rule that nobody is allowed to touch the ceremonial mace. The mace is hundreds of years old and is placed on the table in the House of Commons after a long procession, every single time the House meets. But then, in 2018, Labour MP Lloyd Russell-Moyle picked the mace up in a protest about Brexit, causing outrage from the benches. Fellow MPs were shocked, and Russell-Moyle was booted from the chamber, with many calling for him to be sacked completely.
Order. No.
But outside of Westminster, the public was wondering what this ceremonial mace is, why we have one, and why everybody was so angry about it being touched.
I'm grateful to a dedicated servant of the House for bringing forward the mace and restoring it to its place.
Number 5. Vernon and Tess.
And I'm always down there causing a nuisance.
Back in 2010, Vernon Kay was in the news for allegedly cheating on Tess Daly after a sexting scandal that rocked the nation. It turned out that Vernon had been sending saucy messages to glamour model Rhian Sugden for months. But they'd apparently never met up, other than the day they met in a Bolton nightclub, of all places, which led to many wondering why this was splashed across the newspapers.
Because let's be honest, it's not real, is it?
No. But when you've got two famous parents, it must be very hard. We talked about paparazzi earlier.
Vernon eventually had to publicly apologise to Tess on Radio 1. But while Kay and his marriage survived, the same can't be said for Sugden, who says that the scandal, quote, ruined everything and destroyed her career for years, all over a few texts. Number 4. Beergate. While Partygate has had far-reaching ramifications for the public's trust in the Conservative government, particularly under Boris Johnson, its younger sibling Beergate was a lot sillier.
Ever since the first COVID lockdown, I've always followed the rules.
After criticising the Tories for daring to have parties, Sir Keir Starmer was witnessed and filmed drinking beer and eating curry during the 2021 Hartlepool by-election.
The statement came 3 days after Durham police said they were investigating this event for a potential breach of COVID laws.
Starmer was subsequently investigated by police, promising that he'd resign if his gathering was found to have been against the rules. The saga went on for months, until Durham police concluded its investigation and said that no lockdown rules nor laws had been broken. So the whole thing was a big waste of time.
For me, this is an in-principle position. No rules were broken. I'm absolutely clear about that.
Number 3. Sean Walsh and Katy Jones.
3 years since Strictly Come Dancing. I think I can say it now. I think you overreacted.
More celebrity cheating. This salacious affair was just another example of the Strictly curse that plagues the show. But did it need to be front page news for a fortnight? Almost definitely not.
I think that, obviously I'm sorry for the hurt that I've caused.
Comedian Sean Walsh and his professional dance partner Katy Jones were both in relationships when they were snapped snogging in public, which made this a front page story that was apparently so important that it needed to be in the news more than Brexit.
I think, first of all, I would rather not be having to address this publicly.
They were made to publicly apologise and then voted off the show, careers in tatters. Years on, and it's definitely strange that anybody other than their partners was this interested in what they were up to behind the scenes. Number 2. The Ulez.
I think clean air is a human right, not a privilege.
This has been a hot issue for years if you're a Londoner. In the rest of the country, not so much. But despite the media frenzy about the potential downsides of the Ulez expansion, it actually polled very well in the capital, with the majority supporting the policy.
It was introduced back in 2019 in central London. It was expanded in 2021, and now there are plans to expand again.
So the fact that so many people seemed to catch Ulez fever, to the point that the public was being rallied to vandalise the cameras designed to catch non-compliant vehicles, is absolutely baffling.
In April, City Hall declared that every borough in London exceeds World Health Organization limits for toxic pollution.
As well as that, it was reported by TfL that more than 90% of London's vehicles in the entire zone were already compliant, and therefore wouldn't have to pay the charge anyway. Number 1. Holly Willoughby quits this morning.
Last night, Holly made what we know will have been a heartbreaking decision to leave this morning after 14 years.
The writing was on the wall for Philip and Holly ever since 2022's Qgate scandal. Rumours of a feud circulated, and eventually Schofield quit ITV entirely after finally admitting to an affair he'd had with a much younger male runner on the show. But it looked, for a while, that Holly might weather the storm, until October, when she quit after a man was arrested for allegedly scheming to kidnap and murder her.
Holly is on the front pages this morning after police arrested a 36-year-old man over an alleged kidnap plot.
This was headline news around the UK, despite coming the very same week the Israel-Hamas war started. Indeed, one journalist at Sky announced Holly Willoughby's departure from daytime television live from Jerusalem, as conflict raged.
Breaking news, and the presenter Holly Willoughby has told ITV that she will not return to host This Morning.
Was it really that noteworthy that she'd stepped down? Let us know in the comments which you think got the most out of hand.
I just gone for coffee and they said there is no milk.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojoUK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.